Splitting the bill on a date, is it the right move? The question of whether to split the bill on a date has sparked ongoing debate, reflecting a shift in societal values and norms. Traditionally, it was assumed that the man would cover the expenses as a gesture of chivalry and financial capability. However, evolving gender roles and a greater emphasis on equality have prompted couples to reconsider how they handle shared expenses. Splitting the bill, or going Dutch, is increasingly common, but is it always the right move? Let's explore both sides of this issue to better understand the nuances and factors to consider. Breaking stereotypes and promoting equality. One of the strongest arguments in favor of splitting the bill is that it promotes financial equality. Modern relationships aim to be more balanced, and dividing costs equally is a reflection of mutual respect. Many people see splitting the bill as a way to avoid the outdated gender expectations that men must pay for everything, signaling that both individuals are independent and capable. It also eliminates any underlying pressure on one party to financially impress the other. For individuals who value autonomy and fairness, sharing the costs sets a positive tone from the start. It shows that both partners are on equal footing and sends a message that each person is responsible for their financial decisions. This approach resonates particularly well with younger generations, who tend to embrace egalitarian relationships. Financial constraints and practicality. Another reason for splitting the bill is practicality. People may have different income levels or financial priorities, making it unfair to expect one person to consistently shoulder the financial burden. Splitting costs makes dating more accessible, especially for those who may not have the means to cover expensive outings frequently. In relationships where both individuals are navigating financial pressures, such as paying off student loans or saving for future goals, splitting the bill allows them to date without guilt or added financial strain. It can be a practical approach for couples who want to enjoy each other's company without worrying about the financial aspect of every date. Building open communication early. Financial discussions can be awkward, especially at the beginning of a relationship, but addressing them early can pave the way for open communication. Offering to split the bill on the first few dates can spark a conversation about how both individuals prefer to handle shared expenses. This openness helps set expectations, reducing the chance of misunderstandings later on. Moreover, paying separately allows each person to stay within their comfort zone when choosing a venue or activity. For instance, someone may prefer a modest coffee date instead of an expensive dinner if they know they'll be covering their share. Establishing this clarity helps both people feel more comfortable and relaxed throughout the date. The argument against splitting the bill. Despite the practical benefits, some believe that splitting the bill takes away from the romantic aspect of dating. For those who adhere to traditional dating practices, the gesture of paying for a date symbolizes interest, care, and investment in the relationship. It can also make the date feel more special, as it reflects effort and intentionality. Additionally, in some cultures, it may still be customary for one person, often the man, to cover the bill, and deviating from this practice could cause discomfort. Refusing to let someone pay could unintentionally send the message that their efforts or generosity are not appreciated. Thus, context plays a vital role, and it is essential to understand your partner's preferences and cultural background. When splitting the bill might not be ideal. While splitting the bill promotes fairness, it may not always be the best approach. In some cases, one person may invite the other with the intention of treating them, especially if it's a special occasion or if one partner is in a better financial position. Insisting on splitting the bill could feel awkward or create tension if the invitation was clearly intended as a treat. Furthermore, early in the dating phase, small acts of generosity, like paying for dinner, can build goodwill and make a positive impression. For some, the willingness to cover the cost is seen as a gesture of care rather than an obligation, fostering a sense of connection. Finding a middle ground. Ultimately, there's no one-size-fits-all answer to the question of whether to split the bill on a date. A balanced approach is to communicate openly and consider each other's preferences and expectations. Some couples may prefer to alternate paying for dates, while others might agree on splitting bills only for more expensive outings. Compromise can go a long way. For example, one person could pay for dinner, and the other could cover dessert or drinks afterward. This creates a sense of shared responsibility without making the interaction feel transactional. Conclusion: flexibility is key. In the end, deciding whether to split the bill on a date depends on individual values, financial circumstances, and cultural norms. What matters most is that both individuals feel comfortable and respected. By prioritizing open communication and mutual understanding, couples can navigate the delicate balance between tradition and modern expectations in a way that works best for them.